Girl, let's go to the Biltmore for a tea party. You must be crazy. We have McDonald's at home. We've all heard the phrase, we have McDonald's at home, right? But sometimes the things you make at home can feel like a 5-star experience. And today I'm going to show you how we created a Regency-inspired tea party for my daughter's birthday, using what we have, what's been passed down, and a little bit of love. This isn't just about decor. It's about honoring the people who made me who I am. Hey, everybody. It's your girl Yolanda over here at Forever Yolanda, and welcome back to the channel. Like many others in these YouTube streets and TV streets, my daughters and I have become enraptured by the Bridgerton series on Netflix. And we decided to create our very own experience. So we started to look around the house to see if we could do the same. You see me here designing a tablescape. And this tablescape is personal to me. You see, the pieces I'm using aren't just things I picked up at the store. Many of these items come from a woman who meant so much to me, my aunt. She didn't have a formal education, and she grew up in the rural South where resources were few. But her resourcefulness and resilience were limitless. And one of the things that she learned and taught me is how to pivot. You see, I saw during my design phase that the tablecloth wasn't large enough for the table. So I decided to use it in a different manner. Still creating, still elegant, still beautiful. My aunt moved to South Florida to build a better life. And that better life included her working as a housekeeper for a prominent family. The one thing I remember about my aunt is her hosting. And she inspired my love for all things hosting. Though she didn't have a lot of money, and she didn't have a lot of education, or at least the education many think you need to succeed, she was one of the smartest women I know. She could do anything, whether it was cooking, cleaning, being a financial wizard, or as it turns out, hosting some of the most beautiful parties I've ever attended. She had an eye for details, and she had built a collection of glassware, china, and other treasures over the years, which I now get to share with my very own daughters. I myself have developed a love of glassware, and one day will have the room or space to house all of my collectibles. The one thing I remember so much about my aunt is how she loved making people feel special. She knew that what you put on a table could turn an ordinary gathering into an extraordinary event. And that's what I'm trying to do today. Using the pieces she passed on to me, pieces that tell a story of hard work, passion, love, dedication, resilience. This is what I'm trying to do today. I'm designing this the night before the party so that I get ideas on how I would like the tablescape to look. And then on the morning of the party, I will wash everything up and place it back on the table as I envisioned. This process eliminates me from constantly handling dishes and glassware that our guests will be users. These teacups are very special. I believe my aunt picked up most of these at various thrift shops throughout South Florida. No two are the same. And so I am using some of them, those that I think fit in well with this tablescape for this particular tea party. I've collected these from her, and I've even added to this collection on my own. I use the china that we received from our wedding, as well as sometimes I see things when I'm at the various stores and I pick up to add. Just so that one day, a day just like today, I get to use those items. I'm not sure about anyone else, but maybe it's just me, but I definitely got my steps in while doing the decorations. In hindsight, I probably should have had a cart and pulled everything out where it was closer to me so I wouldn't have to do so much walking back and forth. But of course, not everything I'm using are inherited or hand-me-downs. Some of these pieces I picked up from places like Ross, Home Goods, and Amazon. And I'll be sure to link them in the description box below if you want to check them out. The right touch can make all the difference. And for me, this is about blending the past with the future. Now, finding where these items belong and finding how they fit in with the vision I was creating was super important to me. You'll see me bring out things and then decide they don't go. For example, I had some plastic glassware. Well, I guess it's not glass if it's plastic, but disposable glassware that I was going to use for the table just to cut down on the number of dishes that needed to be washed after the event. But they just didn't go with the vision. It didn't go with the way I wanted people to feel. I wanted them to feel as though they did have a seat at a tea party in the Regency area, or even that they were sitting at a table at the Biltmore. The experience that these young ladies were going to have, I wanted it to surpass any other experience that they had gone through before. So it was important to me for me to use the best that I have. I'm taking a moment to look at the table to see if there are any adjustments that needed to be made. I wanted to place some things differently. What did I want to change? How did I want to change those things? And although we want things to be pretty, they must also be functional. I wanted to make sure that getting to the food was easy for everyone. So the morning of, I took a quick run to Trader Joe's, got tons of baby's breasts and some other floral arrangements, and just that little touch just helped to elevate the table all the more. Now, let's talk about the food. I'm the type of person that lives in the moment and often have to remind myself, bring out the camera. Girl, where's the camera? And during this time, I realized I did not set up the camera to video my daughters and I preparing the food for this particular party. Now, We didn't just create any old snacks. We created a table full of deliciousness. Our spread included macaroons that were tender to the touch, cupcakes, vanilla, chocolate with pastel frosting. And not only did we do deviled eggs, we did jalapeno deviled eggs and bacon deviled eggs. And the bacon was turkey for those that didn't eat pork. We did tuna salad wrapped in cucumbers. And my favorite was the arugula, pear, and brie bites with a touch of balsamic glaze over the top. We also did yogurt parfaits with fresh berries and honey granola on top. We had crab cake bites, and there was assorted teas and just everything that you could wish for at a tea party. Every dish represented a bit of creativity and care. Just like my aunt, just how she did when she hosted her parties. Love was put into everything. We even made homemade flavored water for our guests. Now, you see, my aunt didn't have the most expensive or the most formal items, but she knew how to make people feel welcome. She knew how to make them feel loved. She taught me that it's not about what you have. It's about what you do with it and how people feel when they come into your home. When they sit down at your table, when they come into your presence. And it's those little details that make a big impact. So today, I'm not just honoring my aunt's memory. I'm showing my daughters the power of creativity, the importance of making things beautiful, and the value of family traditions. This party is a mix of the past, present, and future. A reminder that no matter where you come from, no matter where you start, no matter the obstacles in your way, you can always overcome. It takes work. It takes resilience. But I also wanted them to know that you can always create something beautiful as well. So if you're looking for inspiration for your own gathering, don't stress about what you don't have. Look around. Get creative. And remember, beauty is all about perspective. Thanks for joining me today. And let's make every moment count. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up the video. See you next time. Bye-bye.